Hi guys, Aaron Intende here, and now is the time to tell you about my Dvlottery story. How my interview were. How my interview was. First of all, I was I applied as single. I won, and I married and got us a kid. So I added my child and my wife as married. I I submitted in my DS260. So how was my interview and what kind of question did the interviewer ask me? First of all, my interview was in Nairobi, Kenya. Uh, my interview and medicals were so close since my interview was there in the last month of this lottery. That means it was there in September 1st. So I was lucky to be given such an interview because I was waiting for a long time from 2021 May until from 2021 May. I started working on my documents. Then interviews always start in October. So from October, we waited for my interview until September the following year in 2022. So my prayers were answered. So how was my interview? It was a day uh, uh, first of all, when we received an interview appointment, what did I do? I went on, I registered my interview. Then approached, I emailed my IOM for the medicals. Then we were given a medicals 1 week before our interview. So I planned to go to Kenya and do the medical, do the interview, then go back home, wait for the passports. That was my plan. And remember, I was broke, but I talked to my mom and my brother. My brother got me 10 grand together with my mom. So with that 10 grand, we were able to utilize it for the whole process and also air ticket and coming here to America. Coming to America is not easy. You have to get somebody there to get you someplace to live. So I had somebody who helped me. My aunt, she paid for 2 months. So after that 2 months, I can pay for myself. She paid for 2 months. She got me a good apartment, though it was a little bit expensive. But in US, when you start working, you can pay it off. So what means, how was my interview? So as I told you, my interview was in Kenya. It was uh, after it was in September. Before the interview, we did the medicals. It went well. It is a 1 day process. We did the medicals. So we waited for the interview. We waited like 4 days for the interviews. So luckily enough, we had our documents, all necessary documents. So on the interview date, it was early morning. Since my interview was there 6:50, we made sure we reach by 5 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, we reached there. We found there people, Dvlottery selectees, and other uh, migrants, other immigrants, family based. So it was a long queue, though. As time went on, many selectees and other immigrants came to the embassy. So it is always busy at the embassy. So we showed our necessary document at the entrance. They checked us. We proceeded inside. And when we reached inside, we are given 2 lines: other immigrants and Dvlottery, another one. So they called in one by one. So when they called me in with my family, we went in, we went to the document counter, we handed over our documents. Though my child and my wife's DS260 were not posted. They told me to go out and post it, to go out and fill it out and post it, submit it in. I rushed. I went out with my wife. I rushed out and I did what they told me. Came back. I was lucky. They considered me again for the interview. They asked me to wait since it was around lunchtime. Though my interview was supposed to be 6:50, it was like they will take in 6:50 first, then they will take in people according to the time of schedule. So, however much my interview was supposed to be like 6:50 in the morning, it was there around afternoon due to the rush and big numbers at the embassy. So we went in, they took our document, we paid, then we are there ready for the interview. Now the interview time came and we went to around, it is a counter, like counter 6. We reached there, we found an American white dude. He was a gentleman, though. He greeted us, we greeted back. He told us to swear. We raised our hands, we swear. Then he started by, "Hi, Aaron. Can you tell me something about you? Tell me about your occupation." So I explained to him. I went on, he looked into our DS-260, our documents. Actually, um, he had all our documents on his counter. So he asked me a few questions. I replied, and he asked my wife what she does for a living. So she replied, she asked, she asked us about our son. We told him. Then he went ahead to ask me, when did I engage? I told him I engaged. Uh, uh, I told him when I engaged. Then he asked about my education, and he had all the documents there with him. So I told him whatever he asked, he has a few of the documents there with him. So he went on. Uh, the good thing, our son was sleeping. He did not disturb a lot, and he never talked to our son, though he was happy to see him. Then he went on and he went to the pictures, proof of relationship. I had a few pictures of me, my wife, and our family, my wife's family, and my family. Our pictures during the introduction, the engagement, pictures of the wedding, pictures of us together during dating, out, moving together in the bus. We had a lot of pictures we gave out to the consular to prove that our relationship was legit. Then after that, he went on to ask us where are we gonna stay when we reach US. I explained to him. Then he asked me about he didn't ask a lot about the host. He just asked, what's the relationship? I told him, family friend. So uh, he went on, actually, about the pictures, he went on to ask my wife more information about a certain picture, like, who is this? My wife explained that this is my young sister. He was like, isn't this Aaron's uh, daughter? No, he said, Aaron, no, that's not that's my young sister. So he was like, he was trying to get proof or to see if we lied to him about anything. Because he was like, in this picture, can you show me this person? Who is he? Can you? So my wife was like, that's my sister. So he was like, Aaron, you don't have any other wife, any other something close to step kids. So I said no. So he went on, he was happy, and he went on to congratulate us. And we too were happy. We were just standing there happily. He gave us a green document. That green document, that is the time I noticed that we are approved. So that's how my interview went on. So after that, he told us to go through the instruction on uh, the green document that we have been approved, and we have to register for DHL. So after that, he took the passport and gave us our documents plus a few other photocopies. Then, yeah, he told me one last statement. He said, Aaron, you made the right choice to go to Massachusetts, because there you're gonna find a lot of Ugandans, so it will be good for you to start your life there. I told him, thank you so much for that piece of information. And there we go. We went out and waited. We went out, took a bus to Uganda that same day. We waited for the passports, which I personally went to Kenya and picked from a nearby city to Uganda. Thank you guys for watching. And it was Aaron Intende, and this is my story. This is another episode. I'll be bringing you more episodes like this one. Thank you. If you're new to Dvlottery, currently DV 2025, DV 2026 is coming soon. You can use that opportunity to come to USA through Dvlottery. Thank you guys for watching. I love you.